Say no. Just, it's real.
You're old enough to be her dad.
You'll never see a man try to be friends with an 18-year-old male. But suddenly, when it becomes a woman, they're so mature for their age.
No, I've never been proposed to, but we're not even dating.
You know, I have attachment issues, obviously, because nobody would even tolerate that long if they had standards for themselves, okay? That wasn't love, that was manipulation. So for everyone romanticizing his awkward proposal.
Also why I say gold diggers don't exist. He knows what he's doing. She knows what she's doing. They're in a transactional relationship. This is disturbing. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it. This is one of the most disturbing stories I've come across in a while. At first glance, I was like, is it cute? Or, but you could tell it was awkward. And then towards the end, you just start to see everything come together. You're just like, oh my God. But yeah, man, creepy old men, stop. Look at me, stop. Stop being a creeper. Creepy old men, stop being a creeper. Please. What would you do if you were like a 19, 20-year-old woman or early 20s, I don't know, early 20-year-old woman, and this guy pops up on your doorstep with flowers and begins to propose to you with the Magnum PI leather jacket on from the 80s, oversized. This is ill-fitting. What would you do? Because I feared for this woman's life once I saw everything.
I they're lavender is colors and I love you. I know you, okay. Like I've never really done this before, and I'm 46. Yeah, I guess I get them all, but and that's not the only reason why. I a hard time looking in the eyes because I already know what your answer is. So it's embarrassing as fuck. But it's worth something. Like say no. Just it's real.
It's real what? It's a ring, but all right. It's real what? What is it? All right, whatever. How did he know what ring size she was? It didn't even come in a case or nothing. He just gave her a ring. God dang.
These two of you, I love you. You know.
Are you gonna stop harassing me now?
Yeah, I'll stop harassing you. Say that you all I care about is sex, right?
You do. You're lustful.
Okay. Well, I'm not asking for a prenup. I'm offering to love you for the rest of my life. You'll have a lot of time after that too to love someone else, and I'm okay with that. I want you to. I don't even want to I feel selfish wanting you to offer myself. I do, because you're young. So, I mean, I get that you say no. Is this recording?
Wow, that idiot didn't know she was recording him the whole time. Wow. The face when he realized she was recording. Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, she was recording. For her safety, probably. You're a fucking nut. You're a creep. Get out of here, bro. What the fuck is this? He said she said that all he cares about is sex. She's like a little ass girl, dude. She's fucking like a teenager. You're 46 years old. You're old enough to be her dad. You're old enough to be her father, bro. Like no cap. Like if you think about it, you are old enough to be a grandfather at 46. Like, conceivably, not even like crazy stuff. You could have had her when you were 21, you know what I'm saying? Or you could have had her when you were 25. she's 21 and now she has her first child. Like, that's not crazy. Not crazy at all. Like, that's how old you are. And you're proposing to her. And she's like, you're disgusting. All you care about is sex. Obviously. Because what else do you want with a 20-something year old woman as a 46-year-old man? Obviously, all you care about is sex. What do you have in common? Because this is the only thing that makes sense.
You'll never see a man try to be friends with an 18-year-old male. But suddenly, when it becomes a woman, they're so mature for their age. You're a loser. You're weird. You're weird. You're
Weird. Strange as hell. That's what it is. So I don't understand. If you're 46 years old, you want to date a 20-year-old, you only want to sleep with her. You only want to sleep with her. That's it. You have nothing in common. So I wanted to know what happened after after he realized that she was recording him, and this is what happened.
Just recording? Cool. Hi, everybody. It's embarrassing. Can you edit that part out where my fucking,
Yeah, if you let me post it online.
wait. Okay, if you really want to do that, you can, I guess. I mean, I'm not ashamed or embarrassed, I guess, really, because I love you. So go ahead.
All right.
And I'm going to love only you.
Now can you leave? My mother is very crazy.
Sure. Can I have a hug?
No.
Really?
What the fuck you want a hug for?
Just make it official. It's, I need your answer. Will you marry me?
No. I've never been proposed to, but we're not even dating.
Yeah, no.
I can't believe you just did that. My mom's gonna flip when I tell her this in the morning. Are you gonna leave now?
I am.
He was too old to even stand up on his own. He needed assistance to get up. Get your old ass out of there, man. Leave that girl alone. What the hell wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Weird. Just weird. This is who he was on his knees for. Not in that way, like saying like she doesn't deserve it or whatever. I'm talking about her age. This is who he was on. This is who a 46-year-old man was on his knees for. A fucking teenage, like, I don't even know how old she is, man. She looks, that's the thing. That's the thing. She could be 16 or 22 in my brain. I don't fucking know. They all look the same age to me around that age. That's why I think it's so weird for 40-year-old men to be attracted to women that are this age. It's crazy to me. I don't understand it.
This one's actually so funny because no, the only reason I had stayed hanging out with him that long is because of all the guilt tripping he has done to me.
So it sounds essentially like he was coercing her. Guilt tripping is just coercion. That's all it is. Interesting. And now we get more context.
Okay, let me answer all your questions. One, I met him while I lived in Oklahoma, and I had my own apartment, and everything was fine over there. About a month into knowing him, or a month and a half, maybe 2 months, I moved to Tennessee. And I get into another sticky situation, and, I have attachment issues, obviously, because nobody would even tolerate that long if they had standards for themselves, okay? Survival instincts of a rock? No. I'm at my mom's house. I'm safe. I promise you that. No, I didn't say yes. We were never a couple. We never slept together. He supported me for a bit, but it came with strings attached. He always wanted a piece of ass. Everybody in my last explanation videos were like, well, what did you expect? Nah, shit, Sherlock. I know he wanted a piece of ass. I'm not stupid. I was just expressing how crazy it was to me that he proposed for it because I had cut him off the day prior. I didn't block him on everything. I blocked him on everything but Snap, but I did cut him off. I told him that I no longer wanted to have any sort of relationship like that with him anymore, because it was like we would hang out and it would be him taking me shopping, him taking me to get food, him spending money on me, him giving me money for this or that. And so, yeah, a lot of guilt tripping for not giving him a piece of ass for all of the money he spent, which, shit, I could have milked him dry if I actually did, but I didn't. And he broke all my shit. He actually dropped that shit off last night, a dresser, because when I got myself in that situation in Tennessee, I had called him and I'm like, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm 6 hours out. And you know, our relationship before that hadn't been that rocky before. I mean, I could tell he was weird, but like, you know, on the trip back, because I'm just gonna exclude all the details in between. It's just a lot. But on the trip back, basically all my shit flies off the trailer because he didn't hitch it properly at all. Like, he's pulling a trailer.
Wait a minute. What is the use of being 46 years old and that incompetent? What's the use? Like, what? You're not even of use to this young lady. You're not even of any use to her. You can't even do anything for her. You can't even do the simplest thing. Hitch a fucking trailer to the back of a vehicle. Like, it is, and then he really thought to propose to her, but we all know what that was, and she knew what it was, thank goodness.
With a BMW, like a little one. I don't know what kind it is, but it's a little one, and he's pulling a trailer with it, which he did get pulled over and cited for, because apparently you need chains. Anyways, I didn't get to keep the ring, but he went to his car and got me this one, which doesn't even fit my ring finger. He wouldn't let me keep the other one for whatever reason. I'm assuming he got both of them at Walmart. So yeah. But yeah, that wasn't love, that was manipulation. So for everyone romanticizing his awkward proposal, that was just his final attempt to regain control after I set my boundaries. That was all it was. Nothing more than that. And for the age gap, I don't care. I will use a man of any age. Actually, preferably for me, 80 plus with a pacemaker and his dick don't work. Okay? Because that would be the best. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I cut him off. He has a drug problem, which is obvious. Why he dresses like that, I don't know.
And this is why I don't blame women. This is why I wouldn't blame her for what she just said, right? Look at how he is trying to manipulate her. If she didn't have any wherewithal, he would have successfully manipulated her. The people that are supposed to look out for her the most, right? Like the older people, he was simply just trying to sleep with her. He was just trying to use her for her body. So when she turns around and says, "Yeah, I'll use any man," you think I'm supposed to get mad at her and be like, "Oh, see, this is what's wrong with these young women"? No. She just figured it out. She just said, "Hey, 90% of the time, men just trying to fuck anyway," and she ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. I don't blame her one bit. I know y'all hate when women figure it out, especially the young ones. You expect a 35, a 45, a 55-year-old woman to figure it out. That's why y'all hate those women so much. Oh, you hit the wall. Nobody wants you anymore. That's why y'all talk crazy about them. But you don't expect a 20-year-old to figure it out. Y'all can't, that's too much. That's a bridge too far for most of y'all.
I don't know. He has plenty of money. Trust me, I was hanging out with him for money. He has it. He has plenty of it. He just bought, but it's his mother's money. So that's probably why all the necessities are just not important to him. I don't know, like showering. Not really sure on that one. That's the main reason I wouldn't even let him touch me, because maybe I would have held his hand every now and then in public to make him feel good. But, no. Also, my intentions were always clear, always 110% clear. I had told him I was using him. I had told him that I just wanted his money. I had told him that I was going to keep him company for his lonely ass.
Wait, I want to be clear. She's using the word using him. You can't even quantify. You can't even qualify that as using a person. When you really think, like, not in the way that we think of using people, right? If she is telling him what she's doing, she ain't using him. Using him is manipulation. That's what we think of. That's why it's a bad thing, right? Ain't nothing bad about a woman telling a man straight up, like, I don't like you, but if you want me around, you're going to have to pay. And the man goes, okay, I'll pay. Secondly, this is what I be talking about with gold diggers. She is a gold digger. She is a gold digger. But listen to what I be saying. This is why I say gold diggers don't exist. She is telling that man up, like, he knows what he's doing. She knows what she's doing. They're in a transactional relationship where he gets her company and she gets his money. How the fuck is that a problem for her? Why is she the problem? I don't see it. I don't understand. This is what I be saying all the time. Y'all be wanting me to like shame a gold digger or whatever. Why? I've been saying it this whole time. Gold diggers go after me who got gold, right? And relatively speaking, based on what she's saying, this man had some gold to dig and he was willing to spend it. Cool. He knew what she wanted. So right there, none of us should give a fuck about what's going on in their relationship as far as a gold digger is concerned. He knows. She didn't trick him. He tried to manipulate her. She didn't manipulate him. And this is what I be saying. Lastly, about women, the difference between men and women is men have to lie to get women. Women can tell a man the truth and get everything out that motherfucker. Men are easy. Can we stop with this? Women are gold digger bull. It's not true. It's not a real thing. You guys just be making that shit up.
He would pay me. And that's what it was. I told him I was never going to sleep with him, and he already had that understanding. So that's why he thought a relationship, because he knows that I won't sleep with somebody unless I'm in a relationship. Like, I really won't. So that proposal was basically his last attempt, okay? But he did give me this ring from out of his car, and he replaced my dresser that he broke, so that's good. And he's gone, and I'm moving very, very far away tomorrow, so there's nothing to worry about. I'm safe. I'm at my mom's house. That's where he did it in the first place. This place that everyone's calling Motel 6. Bitch asses, this ain't no Motel 6. But anyway, yeah. I think that's the full explanation. I don't know if there's any other questions that I had missed. I know that there were people saying, there was one guy who said, my girlfriend called me lustful while we were dating. Just say you're a hoe. Let me tell you one thing. Your girlfriend probably said it for a reason. She probably said it for a reason. He sounds butthurt. And also the girl who was going around my comment section to everybody asking what happened and telling a random story. What the hell? And also, the charges. I went and looked him up, his full name, middle name and everything, and his mugshots and everything. I'm not sure where they got that first half of that information at. He never lived in Tennessee. He never went to prison. That bottom half of those charges, though, after the prison part, are all correct. The prison and kidnapping, that was not him. You can go look at it. That's somebody who lives in Tennessee. And it's honestly like, I know he's crazy, but he's left me alone so far, and I'm moving, and he knows I'm moving today. He just doesn't know where. So if he really wanted to have his last attempt to come get me, which he ditched that $1,000 trailer here. So that's convenient. Maybe if I need a trailer. Oh yeah, and why I answered the door. Because I've known him. And he drove me all the way here. He already knew the address. I didn't give it to him, okay? And I didn't know he was coming either. He showed up uninvited, and I had him blocked on everything but Snap. Moral of the story, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to hang out with older men anymore in general. I'm still going to make money off of men, but I'm not The older ones are gonna have to be put on the back burner.
The fact that the thing that I find the most disturbing, beyond, the obvious, the dude is an old creep, is the fact that this young woman had to defend herself. She was literally a victim in every capacity. I don't care if she knew what she was doing, and she still was a victim because she's still a very young person. And he is a very old person, relatively speaking, compared to her, right? There was a power dynamic that existed, and she had no power. Just so everybody is clear, in this case, in this scenario, this young woman had zero power. She still has zero power, to be honest with you. She doesn't. She didn't have the money. She didn't have the resources. She didn't have the physical power. She didn't have it. She had none of the power whatsoever. She only had the power over herself to say no or yes, really. And at the end of the day, even that, she was kind of playing with fire. And I think a lot of people were telling her, be careful, because there was, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she could say no, but that dude could have just said yes. And then what was she going to do? They're alone. What would she do? So she had really no power in this situation. So why are y'all blaming her? What are you doing? The only thing you could do is just be like, hey, don't do that again. Like, that's it. That's it. But she's responding because I read a bunch of the comments and people were just like, yep, just judgy. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Especially if you older. Shut the fuck up. Like, you ain't never did no stupid shit. Like, you ain't never put yourself in harm's way. Like, you did everything your mama and your daddy told you to do. Shut the fuck up. Ugh, y'all disgust me, man. The older generation, we got to do better. But anyways, shout out to her. I'm glad she's safe and she's moving. I saw her last video. She's moving. It's raining down there apparently. Sunny as fuck where I'm at. So shout out to all the people that's already living in bad weather. But yeah, safe travels. Good luck.